It's your boy Chester Searles with Money Rules the World. Welcome to another show. Go get your hats. Go get your motherfucking tycoon hats. You dig? You dig? But anywho, we up in this bitch. Can't see right or left. But anyway, we're gonna get some guests on here today on the Happy Face Podcast. Happy Face Podcast. Welcome to another show. And anybody out there watching, you can go ahead and go to Happy Face Podcast on Spotify. Donate to the show at $ Tycoon Brand. Cash out. Thank you for all the donations. Yes, sir. Let me see. Welcome to another show. It's your boy Chester Searles with Money Rules the World. You got your boy Free LA Dame in the building. You already know.
Hey, you've been off air, man. You gotta get back on air, man.
Oh no, I've been on there, man. I just ain't been. I just ain't been with
I
everybody
seen the
on.
Gus. I seen the Gus Mack.
Yeah, they out there, man. Listen, I got pissed off. I had
Man,
10 of the 12 points on that one on that video.
you had what?
10 of the 12 points.
Damn, I ain't watched the whole thing. It was too long. Shit.
Yeah, I got mad in the motherfucker, man. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers, man.
Hey, that one white dude though. Where you
He,
get this from?
man, he found me. He like, bro, he Justin Searles, man, play with me, man. I said,
Yeah.
fuck it, man.
Hey, but
They
it's a
cool
good
though.
run though. Huh?
I said they cool though. I ended up blowing my hamstring. Shit.
Damn.
I'm back though. Couple muscle relaxers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Our shit was like, ooh.
But it's good to get a good run in. But you gotta be careful, man.
No, that's why I know you gotta find a limit somewhere.
No,
Shit.
you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but I was going every week, getting some runs in. I wasn't, but you still got to do a little exercise and stretching in the middle of that shit.
Yeah, and because we're older. Hey, but did you see what I sent you in the text about how they played Sha'Carri Richardson?
I think we had went over that though. I thought we talked about that, and we might have didn't know about
No,
when
we
they
didn't.
threw out both of the when they had to walk around the building.
Oh yeah, we talked about it, but this is I sent you another thing that said they knew what they was doing. Hold on. They was
Well, remember that you're exactly right. So the warming up part is a part of your everyday, the routine.
but they changed it at the last minute, the rules, because for the rules, the people, because they wasn't staying in the village. Remember how we was talking about how bad it was, the conditions was?
Yeah.
They wasn't staying in the village, in the athletes' village. So they changed it at the last minute. Those that only can work out or can stretch is the ones that lived in the village. And they changed it the day before, and they was the only two that didn't live in the village. Wasn't staying in the village. I mean, athletes' village. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow.
So that ended up being them two was the only ones, and they knew that. They knew that. That's why they did it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's some crazy ass shit. But they ended up fucking over them motherfuckers for that. But it wasn't nobody from France that won though.
Sure that Sha'Carri didn't get that goal in the 100 meters, even though she got a goal, but she ain't get it. She ain't get it in the 100 meters, and that was her. She was the fastest woman in the world coming into the Olympics and in qualifications. And then they came up with a reason like, okay, the final come. Well, the last minute rule change. That wasn't the rule until the last minute. That's why I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Olympics.
Right. And did you see the one guy from America? He was the high jump champion. I think I sent you that in the text too. He was a high jump. He won the gold, and because he didn't want to share the gold, they gave him the silver.
Damn.
Bro, this is why fuck the Olympics, bro.
Listen, they said they had breakdancing in it and didn't alert any Latinos or black people.
And the Japanese ended winning up gold. Or
in
I don't
our
know if he
shit.
was Japanese or Chinese. He was Asian, put it like that.
Well, China, they went off of that motherfucker because they had but the discipline that's what it shows though, that there's more discipline in the nation. You know what I'm saying? In that nation for real.
Well, you just said they didn't even let no Latinos or Negroes know. So can you really say that?
Well, you're right because we never see though. See, that's the thing. I believe in the future. I believe the future gonna have black people playing white sports and white people playing black sports.
Man, listen, all sports is ours. We the best at everything.
But what I'm saying is like what we doing right now. Like, see, we already started off playing ice hockey. We created everything. Really, it's just that the white person gonna get credit for it every time. So
I understand that. That's why I say. That's why I always call bullshit whenever I can. Whenever I don't let nothing slide, because if you do, then you a buster.
yeah, you really can't let it slide.
You gotta say something, man. Because if you don't, it'll be like ain't nobody else gonna say shit if you don't say it. You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put something out here on this shit. Like, I'm gonna be for real. Hey, Steph Curry, the best shooter I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I nobody's disputing that, but he ain't the best point guard.
He ain't the best point guard, but he's the best shooter on the planet Earth.
No
They do
question.
that shit like that.
And motherfuckers talking about he's supposed to win the MVP, but he can't win the MVP. And I get why LeBron won it. Hell, who played the most minutes in the Olympics?
Right.
I'm just saying. So he's supposed to be. And I ain't no knock to him. I'm glad they gave it to him. He deserved it. He should have got it just off of the strength that he 40 years old playing in the Olympics and let him to go. Even if he ain't scored but 1 point. You understand what I'm saying?
He actually did some crazy shit because guess what? He can play in the Westwood at 44.
I'm just saying. But this is last one. He already said it. But I'm just saying, yeah, I give it to LeBron. LeBron should have been the MVP, and because he was the best player on the floor. But at the same time, I ain't saying that if KD didn't get those minutes, that the same results, or if Steph got those minutes. You feel me?
Yeah,
Or
but
you know what I mean? Because you can't tell me now. It's not one player on that team that wasn't great in their far as like AD. Did you see what AD was doing, bro?
AD was balling. AD, LeBron, Ant-Man ball when he got in.
I'm just saying. So, see, do you think? All right, just say if Ant-Man would have got the minutes, do you think he wouldn't have shined? He would have shined too. You feel me?
Yeah, everybody was gonna shine. So what's up with the Jason Tatum benching?
Man, listen, Tatum is garbage, man. I've been saying that since how long I've been saying that?
But
Let's
what I'm
go.
saying is,
Let's go. I
okay,
want to. I
what
want to
I'm
go
talking
from
about,
an
I ain't talking about
analyst.
he garbage or not, though. I'm talking about what's the situation with him not getting no time. Well, I mean, I know he on the
Because
fucking team.
is he not the small forward, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what he was playing.
He's in the NBA, so he's not a bum, but out of the best, he's a bum. So why would he get the time? We want to win the game. So I'm going to put the best players available, and that means you ain't going to get no clock.
But listen, if you ask me, he could have been substituted. To tell you the truth.
He did get substituted. He did it
No,
in one
I'm talking
game. He
about.
didn't even get in.
No, I'm talking about he didn't even have to be on the team because when you look at the small forward, they already had the best small forwards. Chad, think about it. They got LeBron, KD. God damn it, he ain't gonna get in the game, bro.
And at small forward, I guess they consider him the third best.
I'm just saying. So now listen. I don't know if y'all remember this. I said the way the team was constructed from the beginning that it was bullshit. Because they didn't have enough point guards. They didn't have a true point guard. Only had one true point guard on there. You can say Steph is a point, but he really a two. You
Devin
understand?
Booker really was the only point guard looking motherfucker.
But he ain't
And
a
he
point
is
guard.
two.
He a
And he
shooting
is
guard.
a point guard. Ain't nobody shit.
It's only
And
one.
today,
There was
when you
only
remember,
one.
they call it positionless basketball, gentlemen.
But
Okay,
no, who was the point guard? Halliburton?
no. Holiday was the only true point guard on
Oh,
that
Drew
team.
Holiday.
But what I'm saying is, I ain't saying that Steph can't play point. Hell, LeBron can play point, right?
Yep.
Everybody
So,
can, like
but when
he just said, positionless basketball.
okay, so that explains why his ass rode the bench, because you don't dominate nowhere. You don't stand out in no position. Think about it.
And it's funny you called that out, but nobody said nothing about Halliburton not getting no real clock.
Because they ain't expecting to get no clock though. You see
He
what
an
I'm saying?
up and coming.
He was there in case one of them big names, the other names got hurt because they all big names. But on the Tatum situation, he is not, just because he just won a ring does not make him better than Durant or LeBron James.
Listen, he wouldn't even. This is what I'm saying. The nigga didn't even have to be on the game. He ain't even had to be on the team, bro. They wouldn't have missed him if he was at home, in Boston. They wouldn't have missed him. That's all
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
gonna knock that. I'm not gonna dispute that statement because the Olympics is over now, and we can say what we feel, and we do feel Brown got screwed over, but it's over. They won the gold. You know what I mean? They running faster, they jumping higher, so we can take the dream team out of it. Because to be honest, all of them is dream team. They the best NBA players that got selected for that team.
Hey, this team, I sent you some earlier, Money. But
yes, you did.
This team would have blew the fucking dream team out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, no, not beat them, blew their ass out.
I believe that.
I got no argument with it.
But you some people be man that because they like Jordan, they like swinging on Jordan's nuts. But guess what? They got their ass blew out.
Well, that Olympics, that was everybody's going out party, like basically.
Well, they can't come out because they've been in the league for years. I mean, Embiid had a great game, but Embiid also has won an MVP.
Man, you still talking about Embiid, man.
I mean, I'm saying he had a game where he showed out, and I'm gonna give him his props. But
who was he playing when he showed out? Did he play against the Joker?
Nah.
All right then. All right. Well, so let's keep
was
it
in the game, but he was getting worked on by Joker. He hit some shots, but he wasn't the reason they won. But all I gotta say is that boy Steph Curry can shoot.
So y'all telling me who y'all got for the next 4 years though? Who y'all think? Y'all know Ja Morant got to be on this motherfucking team.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Hey, they left Jaylen Brown off this team. So you telling me you think you guaranteeing that Ja Morant gonna be on the team? Man, listen, they left Jaylen Brown off this team. So anything can happen. So I ain't gonna tell that.
Ja Morant will be on that team if he don't say the wrong thing.
Man, listen, I don't know who's gonna be on the team now. Just because they left Kyrie Irving and they left Jaylen Brown off this team, you don't know who the fuck gonna be on the team in 2028, man.
Thank you.
He gonna be on there. Watch.
I mean, you can say that, but we said how many people thought that Jaylen Brown ain't good enough to be on that team. But
he basically, I thought he was a shoe-in, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Remember? So if you thought that Jaylen Brown was a shoe-in, well, no, I'm just saying we're not talking about Nike and the politics. We talking about strictly ability and talent and game.
Well, I'm gonna just go off of basically you just won the Finals MVP.
Finals MVP, playoffs MVP, and he didn't get on the team. So awards don't mean nothing no more.
So with that being said, are you guaranteeing Ja Morant being on the team?
No.
That's all I'm saying.
If he ain't on the team, man, something gonna be wrong.
It's already wrong, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. It was wrong. in 2024 though. So
And it's gonna be
expect the same.
wrong
That's
in
all I'ma say.
28.
Expect the same in 2028. That's all I'm gonna say. Expect the
Thank
same.
you. Unless
Just
he
like
do
we was talking about,
calisthenics.
just like we was talking about the guy that won the high jump, and because he wouldn't share the gold with the dude from Ireland, they gave him the silver. So if they asked him, they came to him and said, "Hey man, you want to share?" He like, "Why would I share? I won." So they say, "Okay, nigga, you getting silver then." That's basically what they said, bro.
Yes. Well, there was a lot of fugazi that went on in the Olympics, man. So it's over. Good riddance. Football season, basketball, college football. They have Michigan not even making the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
They say Michigan, that they're saying that Michigan ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Nah, they gonna make sure they don't.
I said that earlier. I said they're gonna make sure they don't. It's all rigged, man. It is what it is.
So we ain't talk about the fight. We ain't even talk about. Nobody wanted to talk about the fight.
Listen, Crawford, hey, Crawford better not move up, man. That's all the fuck I got to say about Crawford now.
Me and you already talked about it, Tip.
Yeah, and but see, that's why I can give my little synopsis on it real quick. And Crawford is a great fighter, a great boxer. But once he moves up in weight, somebody gonna catch him, and his whole legacy gonna be over.
Well, this is why I say I speak. I think different, only because of this. He's moving up, so now he's not gonna lose any credibility by moving up. Now, the person that he moved up to fight has everything to lose, because if you let this guy go up, come to your weight class and beat you, that's gonna be more to say on his end, like, bro, his legacy is tarnished, rather than Crawford moving up and getting knocked out by a naturally stronger and bigger guy.
Somebody that's already in that weight class.
I said naturally stronger and bigger. He don't lose nothing from going up. That's like David and Goliath. David don't lose nothing by getting beat up by Goliath. But if David knocked Goliath out, you see that?
Agreed.
That's a difference. So I don't say it hurt him. That's why he don't mind going up, because he got the same mentality. Like, if I move up, even if I just go in here, if I knock this motherfucker out, I'm gonna be the greatest of all time. But if he beat me, I'm still like, they're gonna be like, well, he was big, he was supposed to beat me. You see what I'm saying?
But I get that, but I still say legacy far as being like we got here go the era of the O era, the zero era.
But this is the thing,
it's hurting everything, man.
Well, no, because
boxing's done, man. Stop it. Boxing's done anyway.
No, he keeping it real, because he's going up. He's 40-0, right? 41-0 now, right?
Exactly. So if he loses, well, it's going to tarnish his record, and it's going to make him not be the legend. The legacy ain't going to be it.
Well, I ain't gonna say that, because this is the point.
But that's what I'm saying. He's
going up. He's going up. If somebody beat him at one,
everybody has an opinion. So it's like your view versus my view, and it's like, okay, ain't nobody, you ain't wrong. I ain't saying you wrong. I'm just saying this is what I'm thinking. Also, I'm like, and I believe in every boxer's head. It's gonna be, in every person's head, fan, they're gonna feel the same way. But some people might feel your way.
Well, you from the aspect of having a loss, because guess what? The greatest of all time is boxers that lost, because they still saying Julio Cesar Chavez is the greatest, and he has 6 losses. So But what I'm saying is Floyd, he ain't got a loss, and he undefeated. He 50-0, but they still don't say he the greatest of all time, though. So I don't say that.
Well, they was looking for anybody to put in that slot because they don't like him.
Well, I'm saying they still don't say he's the greatest of all time. So that's why I say like this: him going up ain't gonna hurt him having. If he lose, just say he go to 168 and lose to Canelo, right? He was supposed to lose though. That's all I'm saying.
And all you're making it, Mr. Israel, all you're making a point is saying on the realness scale, you are 100% right. But what they go by, the betting, the booking, the standard of the world, he would tarnish himself. But for real, no.
So wait.
I'm gonna use this scenario that you can remember. We just talked about it. I ain't saying all the names, but I wiped the floor with a young man who was supposed to be a good artist. But because he was the guy everybody was promoting, who got the victory?
Right, I get it.
But the aficionados of rap itself gave me the win 3,000 times.
We already know. But like I say, this is why I say one loss. Sugar Ray Leonard, is he one of the greatest of all time?
Yes, he lost.
How many losses? How many losses do he got?
Probably got 4 or 5.
Right. This is what I'm saying. So he's still. That's what I'm going off of. It'll hurt. Yeah, only thing is gonna hurt is his record, but his legacy is intact.
Can I say something again, man, like this, man? So basically, man, we gotta say Deontay Wilder is one of the greats then too, because he knocked down that big motherfucker Tyson Fury. Shit, he beat him.
He beat him. He beat him. He beat him. We saw it, but this is what I say. He got robbed. I ain't gonna say that, but if you beat him, he should have been able to come back and knock his ass out again, right? If you that much better and you beat him, though, I ain't taking nothing from him. I actually think he beat him that first time. But
we already know about the count situation. The ref got to start starting at 5, man, because they already done told this motherfucker to bag up, get to his corner and shit. It's 5.
But this is why I say
Wilder fight.
This is the only way. This is the only thing I take from Wilder. Let me just say this. I'll let you go, Money. This is what I take from Wilder. You had 3 chances, man, and you better than him. It's no way. Money, just think, if you better than somebody and you get 3 chances and you don't win, you lose all 3 times, you're not better than him.
Agreed.
I'm just saying. So
agreed.
That's the only thing I say about that.
Because to your point, he got robbed in the first fight, but he got destroyed in the second and the third one.
Yeah, he had 2 chances to come back and redeem himself, and he didn't do it. So that's what I say. That's the only take I say. I ain't saying that he's a bum like that. No, I'm just saying you can't beat this guy. You can't beat him, man. You had 3 chances. You beat him the first time they robbed you, and you had 2 chances after that to redeem yourself, and you didn't do it. So,
and they already put it out there that his big money fight days is over.
Well, no, that's turnishing your legacy right there. That's the perfect
They
example
already put it out there.
Tarnishing. No, listen, hear me out. That's the perfect example of tarnishing your legacy. When you had 2 chances to redeem yourself and you didn't answer the call, that tarnishes your legacy. Now, going back to Crawford going up and fighting Canelo at 168, if he loses, that does nothing to his legacy. That does not tarnish his legacy at all. That's all I'm saying. Now, that's just my opinion, but
what would tarnish his legacy is if Canelo went down to his weight class and beat him.
Not even that, because he's naturally bigger and stronger than him. It's like this is why it was so important. Like when we used to do the dogs, right?
I was just gonna say, bro, man, damn, man, that's why
Mhm.
let me, man, fuck it, y'all
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, a Labrador versus a pit bull.
Not gonna happen.
But if that motherfucking Labrador beat that motherfucking pit bull, the motherfucking Labrador look like he a dangerous motherfucker. But the pit bull already look dangerous because he a pit bull already.
But this is the thing. This is why it was so important. It's so important for dogs to be pound for pound.
Agreed.
Now, if you get a Labrador retriever that's 60 pounds and you got a 60-pound pit bull, he gonna kill that motherfucker.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
But if you got a Labrador that's 120 pounds and a pit bull that's 55 pounds, the pit bull might beat him, but he might not though. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm still putting my money on the pit.
I'm gonna still put my money on the pit just because of his aggressiveness, his gameness. He's not gonna stop. So I put my money still, but he's at a disadvantage because the dog is bigger. Now a Rottweiler and a 120-pound Rottweiler and a 60-pound pit bull, give me the Rock. Because the Rock is bigger, he's just as aggressive, he's bigger and stronger, and he bites just as hard. So I'm gonna be like, shit. I'm gonna go with the Rock, just to offer the advantage. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, you know, David and Goliath, man. Ain't no way David was supposed to beat Goliath, man. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but David ended up beating him. And so it can happen, though. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying, what are the odds? Like, I ain't betting. Nobody was betting on David to beat Goliath. Even his brothers were saying, hey, man, leave that man alone. He too big, man. His older brothers were scared.
You tripping.
Yeah, they was like, boy, you better go sit down.
We doomed.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, though. In reality, they know that, damn, David ain't supposed to beat this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they FanDuel back then was going crazy.
You stupid.
Yeah, man. But it's just logic thinking, though. You know what I mean? Like, bro, he's not supposed to. Now, anything can happen. I ain't saying that anything can't happen. I'm just saying, like, bro, listen. Just be cool, man. Don't even. Hey, this one ain't for you, man. Just sit this one out. That's what.
Now, gentlemen, you haven't been on in a while. It's great to be on your show, by the way. You know, pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Excellent.
We got a football season, upcoming college football, basketball's about to be back, man. I want to hear predictions, picks. You know what I mean?
This is what I want to do this year, y'all. If we can all we can all pick up the shit, but I think we better do it with pro easier. College got too many games, but we can just have a 10 game thing or whatever. What we're gonna do is the first week we all just put in $10. Whoever wins get the damn money.
Yeah, I can make up the sheets, because we, like, here at work, they have them where they make up the sheets every game for that week, and you make your picks out of the 16, 17 games or whatever, 14 or whatever, 15 games, because everybody have a bye week or whatever. Every week is a bye week. So everybody ain't playing.
How do we get into the betting part of this? I was just talking about for fans and people of the podcast.
Even if you don't want to do it, money, you can still just put your picks in. You could have won.
Right. He said you ain't got to put no money in. You could just
I
make
got
your
that
pick.
part. I understand that part. I'm just saying, I just want to know, we ain't got a lot of people here today, but I'm like, who's picking who? You know what I mean? Who's looking good for this season? I see a lot of young
I'm gonna tell you
quarterbacks.
right
They
now,
talking.
man. They say JJ McCarthy look awesome out there, man.
I have not seen him.
He
Nah,
played
he
with the
I've seen a
they
Vikings,
said
couple
he
of
man.
played
his
good.
games, but I have not seen him. Yeah.
He
He looks
played
good.
good, but I don't think Minnesota have enough. But
They got
they in the
Justin
division.
Jefferson over there, man. They got a nice D
But
line over there. They got a nice offensive line. They got a
can't beat-
runner over there.
They can't beat Green Bay though.
But now Green Bay the one got to answer the call this year against Detroit.
Well, no,
They young still.
last year, I'm telling you, man, that team they went into Dallas and shut them boys down, man. That team they won the division. They came in second to Detroit. But Detroit have trouble with Green Bay all the time historically. So
Anyway, and I was gonna say, if we're gonna start off with the NFC North, the North remembers. This was our year last year. We
and
should
I
have
want
got it
Detroit to
done.
win now. But go ahead.
We should have got it done, and I think this is my prediction. We win our division barely. Because last year, everybody in our division it's maybe even Green Bay included, was way behind us. And in 1 year, everybody done retooled. And if our time to shine all the way to the Super Bowl was last year and we didn't get it done, I don't expect the same thing
I
twice.
ain't gonna
Not
say
out of Detroit.
you can't say they didn't get it done. What happened?
They got robbed.
All right then, so don't say that. You can't say that.
I mean,
If you
either
know
way
they
it goes,
got
it didn't get done.
If you know they got robbed, you can't say they didn't get it done. You gotta say they got robbed.
Well, they did get robbed, and
Okay.
well, are they gonna get robbed again this year?
Them.
Well, are they good enough to get there again and not get robbed?
Well, can I say something, y'all? They got a thing in our state right now where at Gardner White, if the Lions win, you get all your furniture for free.
So,
Yeah, I do what they had last year. They had something last year too. I bet at the beginning of the season that the Detroit Lions go to the Super Bowl. And I put $1 down. No, I take that back. I bet $5.
well, you, sir, were robbed.
If they would have went to the Super Bowl, I would have won $280,000.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the
so
odds on it?
the people of Michigan were robbed.
Right. Because I showed you, Chet, the text. I sent you the text that said the
I
reason
saw it.
why they was going. Didn't I send it to you, Money?
Yes, I saw it.
The reason why they was going to lose. So,
And they did.
right. So, but this is what it's hard to bet on, That's why I always go with the long shot at the end of the day. I go with the underdog because at the end of the day, I know it's some bullshit. The motherfucker who's supposed to win 9 times out of 10, he ain't gonna win.
Now, listen, when money involved, shit get funny.
NFC North, Lions barely win. Tampa barely wins. Basically, it's going to be a repeat.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't believe the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl again.
Oh, well, we ain't got to the AFC yet, sir.
Well, I'm just saying we
haven't got to
Well,
the AFC
we
yet.
forgot about the Eagles, man. That's all I got to say.
I already said a repeat. I saved everybody the language and talking by just simply saying everybody's gonna repeat again and go back. Maybe not in the order as far as the playoffs and how that play out, but all the division winners are gonna repeat.
I can see that in the NFC. I can see that happening.
I'm looking at what's been drafted. I'm looking at, what the experts are saying, and I'm like, nah, Lions gonna barely get in because Green Bay's only got better, but we still gonna take them out. You feel me? Because if we don't, then we got worse in a year. After all that performance and getting robbed, we got worse, and I don't see that happening. The Bears are not suddenly going to be this dominant threat with a first-year quarterback. I don't care how good he is.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of number one draft pick, that motherfucker was kind of all right, bro.
No, he's good.
I checked him out.
Good.
But do the Bears have? What does the Bears have though? Is
the same thing they had when they got rid of Justin Fields.
I'm saying they didn't. I don't see them making I don't see that they made a big jump, but
other than him,
but
they didn't have the first pick.
This is what I will say. I feel like they're gonna win more games though. They'll win more games than they did last year.
Agreed.
Is they gonna go over 500?
I don't know.
Now let's get to the most difficult one, the one I avoided, even though you already mentioned them. AFC. Pick a division and let's roll.
Hey, hold on. Before we go, we forgot about San Francisco. But anyway,
no, I did not say they win their division already.
Okay. Yeah, I think they'll win it. Yeah,
they win their division. I said it's going to be the same thing in the NFC North.
Okay, yeah, you did say that.
Same thing in the NFC North. Dallas ain't finna do nothing. Philly gonna get it together and win the division because the Giants is still a bust. Washington's got a rookie. No Airbnb.
LSU, a Heisman winner.
Yeah,
that don't mean nothing either.
Fuck it. If they on Lamar Jackson status, they got the Heisman. We got to at least give them some love. Caleb won it already, man. They know something.
I understand, but plenty of people have come in the league and gone that were Heisman winners. And what's even the point of winning that trophy? Oh. It's no more important than winning the MVP and not making the Olympics. Let's kill the awards off. We know they are, and it's much respect to those guys for winning them. But we got an in-season NBA trophy that they give, and the Lakers barely made the playoffs, so that doesn't count. You can win national championships and still end up being made to look like a bum, or not even getting a chance at a starting job. So no, I'm not. Those awards don't mean nothing.
Christian Laettner was the player of the year, and that bitch went to the league and they do shit. So let's go. All right, now. I'm gonna just say this. Put this out here. Derrick Henry is a Baltimore Raven.
That is very unique. Barring injury, and even though I got mad love for Pittsburgh, barring injury, one of them two, I can't pick.
Right.
I'm gonna say Baltimore wins the division.
They're gonna win. They're gonna what? What are you talking about? They got Derrick Henry with Lamar Jackson.
Baltimore wins the division.
You said something about Pittsburgh. I know you.
And I said the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't gonna lay dead, but I think inevitably Baltimore wins the division.
What did Pittsburgh do in the offseason?
Upgraded the 2 quarterback spots and some other moves.
2 quarterback spots. They upgraded? So you saying Russell Wilson?
Wilson.
To be honest, we don't know what they're going to do, him and Justin Fields, because who's the offensive? Is Todd Haley still the offensive coordinator?
All right. Now you're talking. See, now they're going to doubt.
Hey, who starts over there? If you got the team,
they already said Russell Wilson got the job. He started.
I said, who would you give it to?
I'm gonna go proven over unproven, which means dude's got 2 Super Bowls. I'm going with proven over unproven every time until proven is not proven.
He only got 1 Super Bowl, bro.
I thought he got 2.
No, he went to 2.
Okay, I thought he won 2 and lost 1.
No.
They threw the ball.
Now, and we picked the Ravens to win that division.
So we can't
Let's
forget about
go.
Cincinnati.
They are in the same. They're not in the same division as them, are they?
Yeah, they is. They ain't fucking with us. They ain't fucking with Baltimore.
I know they ain't, but it's just the way some shit can happen. You already know how it go in the NFL. It might not be their time. We already,
Money.
last year we said they supposed to won. We know KT what's going on.
Hey, no, this the motherfuckers I'm worried about. Them goddamn Browns. Them the motherfuckers I'm worried about. I ain't worried about
Because if they
Cincinnati.
ever do, on paper, they still got the best team in that division.
Listen, I ain't worried about Pittsburgh. I'm not worried about Cincinnati. But them goddamn Browns, them motherfuckers, them goddamn Browns. I'm going to just put it out there because I know what I'm talking about with that division. Them motherfuckers.
The Dolphins
That's
tough
the
too,
threat.
man.
Them the
Who's
threat.
all in the same division with the Bills? New England, the Dolphins, Buffalo, and who else? The Colts, right?
No, the Jets.
Oh, okay,
They got
the Jets
the
in that division. All right, that makes sense then. Okay. So we've determined that the Ravens win their division, even though they got the Bengals and Pittsburgh breathing down their neck. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, no, like I say, they ain't shit. The motherfuckers that's in the division, is the Cleveland. God damn it, the Cleveland Browns is the motherfuckers that I'm worried about.
Well,
And
on
that's
paper,
my thing.
and I say again, on paper, they are supposed to be the best team in that division.
Well, nah, they ain't the best team. Baltimore the best team on paper. They got Derrick Henry, bro.
Well, yeah, they picked up Derrick Henry, and that was wow. That was life changing.
So on paper, they the best. But Cleveland is the motherfuckers that's the threat to everything. And I got Houston in the South, AFC South.
Ooh.
Who's in that division?
Indiana, in the Colts, Texans, the Titans, and Jacksonville.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Easy.
but Jacksonville, don't sleep on Jacksonville now. I ain't gonna be no hater.
I know. They got a squad, but I'm just going off of Houston, just off of that defense. But like I say, anything can happen. But I'm still gonna go with Houston. I know Jacksonville is playing good ball. Well, they played good ball last year anyway, but I
Yes.
still give the edge to Houston just because of that defense. But
Listen, Trevor Lawrence ain't bullshit still, bro. He still ain't bullshit, bro.
yeah,
And then we got
he the truth, Nick. He ain't
He's
no
playing amazing, bro. He's really the truth, bro.
He not no
now,
sucker.
this is gonna hurt me. This is gonna hurt me to say because we've covered the Stroud and them gonna probably win their division. Because I don't see Jacksonville and them doing all. If it weren't for Stroud and them, then yeah, Jacksonville would be the team. Now let's get to the dreaded AFC North. I mean AFC West, aka the Raiders. It's sad to say because it's gonna hurt me to say this. I actually I hate it, but I think Kansas City gonna come out of there.
Yeah, they might
it's
win.
best
The division.
division.
I don't know. I think they will win the division. I was just saying they ain't going to the Super Bowl. That was wrong.
No, we ain't even talked about that yet. We're just talking about who's winning their division. Because we didn't even discuss on the NFC side who won the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go out on the limb and I'm gonna say the Raiders win that division this year.
My man's. I appreciate the love.
I'm gonna say that because
I say the Rams over there, ain't they?
No, the Rams is in the NFC.
I think if Kansas City does not win the division, it's guaranteed Raiders because they beat each other up and somebody gonna knock somebody off.
The Chargers is what you talking about, Chet. The Chargers is in there.
Oh, okay. I don't think they're doing shit because our boy.
This is first year. his first year, but I ain't gonna say they gonna win.
The reason why I'm not gonna knock Harbaugh for one reason, and I say in that division, everybody's a threat except Denver.
Ain't his name Herbert or something?
Yeah,
Justin Herbert.
He ain't no joke. He ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke.
Bro,
The thing
Herbert
is-
cold.
Yeah, I know. But this
Now-
is
now,
Harbaugh's first year.
Harbaugh-
I was saying it's Harbaugh's first year.
And Harbaugh,
Oh,
what did he
so
do the
weird.
last time he was? Wait a minute, the last time he was a first year head coach, right? Didn't
They
he go
went
to
to
the
the
Super
playoffs,
Bowl?
didn't they?
No, he didn't go to the playoffs. He went with a little known quarterback named Colin Kaepernick. He went to the Super Bowl with a little known
No,
quarterback.
I think that was his first. That wasn't his first year though. I think that was his
I-
second year.
It might have been his first, or it was either his first or his second year. He went
Yeah,
to a Super Bowl with a little known
Yeah.
quarterback named Colin Kaepernick.
and that motherfucker wasn't no joke, nigga. Colin Kaepernick was. I thought he was gonna be around for a long time, bro. I thought he was
Now,
gonna be.
can you imagine what he can do with a Justin Herbert?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't see it happening this year though. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Well, Herbert's
don't know.
window ain't closing, but I mean, he's been in the league just like Trevor Lawrence now for a minute.
No, he only been in the league 2 years. Nigga.
I
This
thought
is
it just
third
been
year.
this
This
is
is
third.
third year.
So you saying they ain't gonna do nothing, which would make next year his fourth year in the league?
No, I'm talking about Harbaugh. This is his first year. He's not
So
taking
you're
that
saying-
team to the Super Bowl or to the play. I don't even know if they make the playoffs in his first year. That's what I'm saying.
Good call.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't talking about Herbert ain't that or that. I'm talking about Jim Harbaugh's first year. I don't see him getting them to the playoffs, but I could be
Now
wrong.
we got the brother as the head coach of the Raiders, and he had a good finishing to the season and almost made the playoffs.
And he added some coaches. He got the guy.
Yeah, he beat.
They got some defensive coaches. He got Lovey. What's the dude? Lewis that used to coach Baltimore,
Marvin. He got Marvin Lewis.
and he got the other guy.
He got
So
an
he
old
got
boy
some-
from Baltimore to be his cornerbacks dude. I mean his defensive guy.
So
Good corner.
I think the Raiders win the division this year, man.
It'll be a
My
good
man.
year for him to do it.
I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Now, gentlemen, if you will, who's going to the Super Bowl from the AFC since we already there? Will we get another Ravens Super Bowl, or will they finally found a way to send the Bengals to the Super Bowl, or is Aaron Rodgers?
You know they already sent the Bengals had their chance to win. They went to the Super Bowl and they lost it to the Rams.
So who's the guy in the AFC? As a fan, I don't want to see Kansas City again. God
Well,
help me.
You already know who the best quarterback in the AFC is. He had been the best
So-
quarterback the last 3-4 years.
So are you saying that the Ravens go finally go back to the Super Bowl?
Well, they should have been in the Super Bowl last year.
I mean, okay. So the AFC is taken. Now, since you've given the Ravens that, at least your opinion, the Ravens, which I'm not going to argue that one because looking at what's over there, they just have to run across my Raiders. And we'd have to see if they can handle that Raiders defense. Yes?
Let's get this out the way because me and you talked about this. But people say Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, right? I'm just saying, I ain't saying you. I said people.
And the guy's not garbage. He's a good quarterback. Woo, woo, woo. But I'd be a good quarterback if everything is scripted for me to win.
Okay, then. So just like this, and we talked about this. People say Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, right?
We already did that. Tim's gone.
So this is what I'm saying, though. But 3 of them Super Bowls, he had help.
We already discussed that.
No, I'm just saying, dude, this is public knowledge. Everybody know the tuck rule. We got several deflate gate.
That
We got
happened
the
against
chicken
my
skin.
Raiders.
So
That
what
happened
I'm saying
against
is,
my Raiders.
but I'm saying, so this is what I'm saying. He got the rings, but does that mean he the greatest of all time? That's the question I'm asking you.
If you're really great, you don't need help.
Well, I'm asking you a question. He got 7 rings. Does that mean he's the greatest of all time? Yes or no?
No, on paper, yeah.
Chet, what do you think? He got the ring.
I'm gonna say like this, man. The motherfucker got the proof. The proof is that, hey, the money just said. I asked him a question about something. He said the proof is, and I picked something
Proven or unproven, but
Oh,
see, that's where we separate what we were just talking about a little bit ago. When you can say if a guy goes up and fight, yeah, you're right. In the realness of it, he didn't really lose because he went up and fought somebody higher. So it's not gonna mess up what he did legacy wise. But the other view would say he hurt his legacy. And so with Tom Brady, I'm gonna say again, if you gotta have help, you're not the greatest. And I ain't talking about teamwork and all that. No, we know some officiating going on, some extra stuff. But on paper, because he got 7, he's supposedly the greatest. But there's a whole bunch. Anybody with a good offensive line and some receivers and a tight end that can run through a tank should win.
well, this is I wanted to say this because I wanted to bring this point out about just because you're the popular opinion or popular persuasion, the popular public persuasion. He's not the best to me. That guy is not the best to me. Now, if you go by because he got a ring on, well then if you could say he got the rings to prove it, then it's safe to say that Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan because he got 7. You see what I'm talking about?
Nah,
Well,
yeah, he got. I thought he had like 11. Then don't he got like 11?
We gotta let me say this.
I'm saying.
Let me say this.
Hear me
Let me
out.
say
Let
this.
me just finish it. Let me make sure you understand what I'm saying.
I'm
Robert
hearing
Horry
you.
got
So
7
let me
rings.
say what I'm gonna tell you. You can't go off of that strictly alone because Robert Horry was an intricate part, and Michael Jordan was the engine, and Horry was the cherries on top
Okay.
of a
All right.
sundae.
So now, all right. So go back to Tom Brady. So without it was a few people that saved Tom Brady in those championship runs. Outside of the referees and the tuck rule and the signal stealing and all that, because you got that boy.
Okay, KT, do you remember the debate we had about who is better if you got a good receiver, or does the receiver make the quarterback, or does the quarterback make the receiver?
I always say the receiver make the quarterback.
The quarterback,
because he got to catch the ball.
Even though he throw it, the ball might be behind the receiver have to adjust, come back to the ball, fight off the defender, and make the catch. So if he don't do it, the quarterback is garbage. You see that?
But what did we come up with when we said the play should not be it shouldn't be a not a catch against the player if it was uncatchable.
Right. It shouldn't be a drop pass, or if it's uncatchable, he shouldn't get punished for that. That's the quarterback.
He shouldn't have an incompleted pass on his shit.
Right.
I was gonna say, God rest his soul, gentlemen. I don't know if I talked to you about this, K, and I'm gonna give him credit where credit due, because as a wide receiver, he actually came up with it and agreed that if a receiver drop a pass, it should be called receiver error. and it shouldn't be an incomplete to the quarterback. If he hit him in the numbers or he hit him in the hands with that, and he's supposed to catch that, and he don't, the quarterback get it incomplete.
So what
But
about
the receiver should get a receiver error.
So what I'm saying is this. All we were saying was if the receiver don't catch the ball, the quarterback ain't shit. So the receiver got to catch the ball. What about what about that catch that was in the Super Bowl? That remember when he caught it on his helmet and that Eli Manning threw that motherfucker and he caught it? Was that the quarterback's pass or was that the receiver catching the goddamn ball?
Well, what we saying is this though. Look, what's fucked up is if the ball don't get there,
then he can't catch it.
Then he can't catch it.
This is a crazy debate because it's like whoever you pick, you ain't wrong.
Well, this is why I say this. I say this at the end of the day, the quarterback just throw the ball. It's easier to throw the ball than it is to catch that motherfucker because the quarterback is throwing it, but you got to fight off. Sometimes you got to fight off double coverage. Sometimes you got a safety. They playing bump and run.
Rushing at them.
You got to
rushing at them.
Right, you got to fight this dude off.
Then
you got to safety over the top.
Trash O-line. So really, it's safe to say they make each other. But if you got a good quarterback and a bum receiver, it's gonna show. If you got a bum quarterback, can't even get it to the receiver, and the receiver's getting open every time, then you know what I'm saying?
My thing is, this is the point. What I was saying though, the quarterback just throw the ball. This motherfucking receiver have to run down the field. You got a motherfucker bumping him. He got a bump. He bump and run. They bumping him at the line of scrimmage. He get past him. It's a motherfucker over the top, and he still got to catch this motherfucking ball, man. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. It ain't, and for him to catch that ball, he makes the quarterback look like he the bomb. That's all I'm saying. The quarterback don't got to do nothing but throw the ball down the field. He got to fight against three motherfuckers. Sometimes if they playing zone, he got to fight against three motherfuckers to get the ball. So I'm just saying. Motherfucker might not even understand.
Hold on. If you were starting your team, are you going to pick if you start your team off, are you picking a receiver first or a quarterback?
The first thing I'm picking is a running back. The reason why
out of those two, just so basically everybody else.
A receiver. I'm picking a receiver that can run routes first. Because if he can get open, the average quarterback can hit an open player.
Thank you. He ain't even got to be that good.
Look at Brock Purdy. Look at Brock Purdy. I'm saying. But in any system, you still need a hell of a receiver. In a system, you don't really need a hell of a quarterback. All he got to do is just don't turn the ball over.
Game manage, and then you got a good offensive line that's gonna keep him off his back to give him an opportunity to throw the magic bean.
That's it. But you still need a hell of a receiver because he got to be able to get open. He got to be able to understand. I got to come back to the ball. I got to fight off this guy. So this is what I'm saying. You don't need an exceptional quarterback. You need to be successful. Now, if you get one, okay, that's a plus. But I'm saying it ain't detrimental for you to go. You still need a hell of a receiver and a running back to make them look good, because that's who make them look good, man. The quarterback does not make the receiver. The receiver make the quarterback. That's my point. Because guess what? Ayuk, what's that dude? What about Ayuk for San Francisco? He made Brock Purdy look like he was the best in the world, didn't he?
But see, that was fucked up because here you go. A wide receiver could make his quarterback get so many accolades that is crazy.
Right. He don't get shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you
Is
don't
it?
root for him, if you just think if you had Butterfingers, you can have Dan Marino. But if he didn't have Mark Clayton and Mark Duper,
Super.
you understand? Dan
Yes.
Marino wouldn't have been shit.
Yeah,
I'm
he
They
out
just
had
there
to
saying.
catch
throwing
the
to
ball.
some legends.
I'm just saying. If he
They
didn't
had to
have
catch the
Mark Clayton
ball.
and Duper, if he didn't have Duper and Clayton, bro, listen, he wouldn't have been Mark. He wouldn't have been Dan the man. That's all I'm
Dan
saying.
the Man Marino.
So, but and like I say, I ain't saying that I'm right. That's just my vision. That's just my opinion. Now, if
Hey,
some
hey,
people
you know what's crazy? Dan Marino and the Miami Dolphins was my favorite team ever. He made me love football. Mark Duper and Super Duper, Mark
and Clay,
Super Duper,
man, dog, they would,
hey, and
dog, they
Clayton,
was,
man, them
hey,
motherfuckers was cold.
did they make some fucking incredible catches? They
Listen,
got
they made me
highlight.
love football, man.
They made incredible catches. Now, Dan Marino got the ball down there, but they had to still do some acrobatic shit to catch that goddamn ball.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So they made him look like he was the man. I'm just
The
saying.
shit.
Because the first thing, Dan Marino.
Not Dan Marino in all the movies.
Hello?
You there? You hear me?
Hello? Oh.
You hear me?
I don't know. I hear you, but I don't know what happened to him.
I hear you, Chet. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just saying he was in he got all the fame and everything, bro, off of that shit, man. And it's like it's crazy because he was the most paid motherfucker. He was giving his linemen remember them isotona gloves and shit?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? And then it's crazy, man, because they say the most important position on the team is the
Is the
quarterback.
quarterback.
But how is it that if that's the most important position on the team, how is it that without a receiver and without a defensive line, I mean, an offensive line, first of all, because you got to
Hold tight.
keep him on his feet. He can't be on the ground and throw the ball. So you got to
Yeah.
have a hell of an offensive line first, right? Then after the line, he's got to have somebody that can catch the goddamn ball, right? And then it comes to him where he got to get the ball to the spot. Now, how is that the most important position when you need those variables before you even get to his ass? You got to have an offensive line. You got to have that first. Then you got to have
To have
somebody that
time.
can catch the ball. You're right. And
Yeah.
then you need a hell of a blocking running back to keep that motherfucker off his backside, right?
And keep them honest.
Now we get to the quarterback. Now he get so how I mean, and I get it. They're gonna still say he the most important. But when you think about that, like, hold on, bro, I need a line first. Because guess what? If he ain't had nobody in the line and it was just a defensive line and he hiked that motherfucker to himself, is he gonna be the greatest quarterback of all time? He ain't got no offense. I'm talking about ain't no offensive line, period. It's just an invisible offensive line. He ain't gonna be shit.
Well, can I say something about Tom Brady, man? I thought it was just like this, man. It was an effect on the new team of Tampa Bay once they got there. But here it go. That shit could have been all planned and rigged anyway. So what the fuck?
But when you look at that team, Chet, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they had a whole defense down there.
Yeah.
That defense is the reason why they won. It was not because of Tom Brady. That defense was ready to win the Super Bowl. Just like when the Baltimore Ravens won the first one. They had Trent
Right.
Dilfer. Trent Dilfer was the quarterback. Now you mean to tell me that Trent Dilfer, who won the MVP? Ray Lewis.
Yeah, defense.
It was not the quarterback. This is the point I'm making. Yes, the quarterback is important, but it's stupid and ignorant to say that it's the most important position unless you're biased.
Well, I think that the quarterback has to know what the job entails, and that means you're gonna get chased. You might get hit. You gotta figure out this pocket. You gotta figure out that pocket, catch the open man, know all your reads, know what everybody's doing.
You gotta now. I'll take a. This is one thing. I'm glad you said that, Chet. You know how like Steve McNair had a hell of an arm. Dan Marino had a hell of an arm. John Elway had a hell of an arm. Brett Favre had a hell of an arm, right?
Yeah.
But it's more to the quarterback position than having an arm. Now you got to read the defense. You got to know how to read the defense. You got to know. You got to know when to check down. You got to know when to check down. You got to know when to flip the play. All right, the defense. We get a look at the defense. Now we check the play. You got to know those are the things that's important. Now this is all happens.
Hey, let me tell you this. That's a lot of shit. If you want to not, so you want to be, if all you future quarterbacks out there think it's easy to be a quarterback, you got to learn a lot of shit.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on something when you said about the wide receivers, because if you got a quarterback like Brett Favre, they say that man threw the ball so hard and so accurate that was like he threw a brick and hit your hand. I've heard several receivers that played for him said the same thing. Like, man, especially if they was playing in the cold, it was like, man, he threw that thing so hard and so fast that it was like catching a brick.
Yeah, but he did it like that because 9 times out of 10, if it does get if a defensive player is there, he's not gonna catch it because he ain't used to this ball coming like this. So he gonna drop it. He might knock it down, but 9 times out of 10, he not gonna intercept it. That's why he was throwing it like that. You feel me?
Yeah, he give a chance to only his teammate.
Right.
So once again, it piggybacks and says a receiver does make the quarterback because he got to catch that thing.
Right. And so look, check this out. This is another thing. When the quarterback is throwing the ball, some quarterbacks throw the ball to the player, and some quarterbacks throw the ball to a spot.
We can break down that one. That's something we should save for a later analysis because that's a whole nother story of those. There's different types of quarterbacks.
Well, no, the same quarterback can do it because I done seen Brett Favre do it. I done seen him throw it to the receiver, and I done seen him throw it to a spot too.
Well, he was a prototypical pocket quarterback, whereas the Mannings were purely prototypical. They threw it to a spot. Since we're covering it now, he made me say it. Right. They threw it to a spot, and the receiver had to be at the spot,
or he had to work his way, but get out of coverage. Go and make sure he in the spot where he could be to catch the goddamn ball, man. So at the end of the day, that's why I say the receiver. I'd rather have a world-class receiver. I take an average quarterback with a world-class receiver.
Agreed.
And we'll win the Super Bowl.
Man. I think I'll give me a hell of a quarterback and an average receiver because.
But the average receiver.
Now let me go into this other dimension, which is chemistry. That's the thing that we never really covered on it because the chemistry between a quarterback and his receiver is something that's got to be very special. And when we see it with the Jerry Rices and Montana, when we see that, we see the longevity of it.
Hey,
It's,
Chet,
it's
I'm glad you said that. But listen, remember this. Don't forget your thought. Remember when Randy Moss went to the Patriots
yep,
and they broke all the records, him and Tom?
yeah. It was a great welcoming reception.
Tom was just throwing the ball down the field. He didn't
he
give a damn. He was
didn't
just
care
throwing
what
the
he
ball.
did.
He was throwing the ball, man. But guess what? Randy Moss ran and got that motherfucker. That's
Tom
the
Brady
difference.
is on record for saying it was the best time he had ever had playing quarterback was playing with Randy Moss.
Man, he just threw the ball. So, like, he didn't have to think. All he had to do, when Randy threw his hand up, Tom just threw the ball. He didn't give
But
a damn.
but everybody didn't do that with Randy Moss like they should have.
No, but that motherfucker, when he was in Minnesota yesterday, that motherfucker was there. Who? Carl Pepper?
But I'm talking about now. I'm talking about they ain't go to the Super Bowl and win.
Yeah, but they ain't had a team.
There we go. But I'm saying though, this is what I'm saying. So now we got a superstar quarterback and a superstar fucking wide receiver. Look at what's going on. Look what happened.
They went all the way to the Super Bowl and lost. They won 18 games and lost the 19th one.
They had the best record ever in the history of our
They
time.
Right, they went 18-0, but they lost in the Super Bowl. So I'm just saying.
But we know they wasn't gonna give it to him like that because we
Right,
we know what's happening, man.
I
It's just
know.
like we can't be talking about that shit like that. We might get canceled.
Right, yeah.
That's when you say it's above the pay grade.
Yeah, we just was bringing it out. We wasn't saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we know what's going on, man. It's just like it's crazy that like this day and age right now, we got all these sports and stuff, man, and it's really a big distraction, man. It's crazy.
That's why it's tough to bet. That's why it's tough to bet. I'd rather just bet one time in the season. I'm just gonna pick like this year. When the season starts, I'm gonna pick my Super Bowl, and I'm gonna pick them before the season starts, so I can get the hell of odds. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did Detroit. Detroit damn near made me some money, man. If they'd have made it to the Super Bowl, I'd have had some fucking money for real. But
man,
shit happens. You know what I mean?
but we know what's going on. It's just like I told y'all, man, the Fords, they gonna get their bread back. We got the most. You got to think, Detroit got the best fans probably in the world right now.
Yeah, they loyal. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Yep.
But I don't know if I'm gonna pick them again, just because I think
To go back to the AFC Championship.
Well, I had them going to the Super Bowl last year. I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year. I might just put $1 on it just because the dollar. What is the dollar? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well, that motherfucker could turn into a holler.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm betting on. Cause that's the only way I bet. Like I'm gonna pick the Ravens. Cause I had the Ravens in San Francisco last year. I picked them. And then I wouldn't have been mad if it was the Ravens in Detroit, but it ended up being neither. You know what I'm saying? Well, it ended up being San Francisco, but I didn't bet on them at the beginning of the season, though. You see?
Yeah.
I mean, before the season started, I didn't bet on. I
gotta say, Detroit gonna do something, man. I'm a roll with Detroit this year because you already know, man.
At least the NFC Championship. You saying at least the NFC Championship?
At least that, because I gotta roll with them on it, man. And then I can't wait till Thanksgiving come and watch the. Listen, basically, man, this is a new season of Happy Face Podcast. Letting y'all know, man, this was the beginning of the second season. So we just rocking it out. But I just wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all came on tonight. We had a good time anyway, no doubt. But it's just like this is the new season. We going into our new season because we started last year.
Right.
Well, I want to
Started
thank you
last
once
year.
again for having me on the show. It is an honor and a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
So
You on some real talk stuff though, man. You need to get DeVale on here, man.
oh yeah, I ain't got his number. But
You say who?
Your
DeVale.
brother, man.
And link him. You want me to link him to the podcast?
Yeah, we'll link him up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Probably not today because we about to get off here about a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah,
minutes.
for sure. I'll call him up this week, man, and link him in and make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you talk to him.
Yeah. But once I get on the show, I don't think I can get back out of here and keep adding people. I need y'all to send the links out.
No, we can send the link. That's what I did when me and you was on. I sent it the money.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how you do it.
All right,
'Cause
that's
you
for
ain't in
sure.
the chat. You already know in the chat I'm gonna put it in there.
All right, definitely. Well,
Yeah, I just
gentlemen,
want to holler at him, man. I don't know how he gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? He could just, have his phone by, you know what I'm saying? So we can get the shit we need to have him on there though.
he got somebody that'll definitely do it for him or whatever. I will pass the word on.
Hey, I forgot to talk about this too though, man. But at the Macker, man, the guys, man, they didn't even give me no effort, man. I was kind of like mad, man, but at the same time I wasn't mad. It was just that once I got hurt, I couldn't play no more, man.
No, this is the thing though. You know how it is, Chad. You gotta have a team. You
A
gotta have a
team,
team.
man.
You gotta have a team, man. You gotta have a team. And guess what? This is the thing. Your team, everybody don't have to be top tier, right?
You just need to contribute.
Listen, just like remember when we played, we had Donald on our team. Now, Donald didn't score a lot of points, right?
But he played
Rebound.
D. He
But
played
that
hella
nigga-
D rebound.
But that nigga, yes. He was one of the unsung guys on the team that was like
He did his job.
him. But I'm saying, yeah, his job, but no, not only did he do his job, what he did was the basis of our wins.
Yes. The little
So-
things.
That's what I'm saying. Boy, that's what I mean by a team. Like we had depth scored. But listen, depth could have been replaced.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
He just wanted to be out there.
But depth could have been. But who could we get to replace Donald? That's the point.
No one.
That's what I'm saying. So like, that's just a little thing, like to think of when you think about a team, when you're trying to build a team. It's some players that's irreplaceable, even though they don't score, they didn't make the pass, they didn't make the great catch, or they didn't get the great block, but they are essential for this team to win. You understand?
Well, we can use Golden State. Without Draymond Green, he's irreplaceable on that team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now he ain't
He do
score a
the
lot of
little thing.
points. He ain't score a lot of points, and he wasn't doing all the razzle dazzle and all that. But that motherfucker came in there and he gonna get you some rebounds. He gonna knock a motherfucker on his ass when he think he in his groove. I'm gonna come humble his ass and knock him on his ass. You understand? Those things
Agreed.
you need. You need them. So, and you don't know how important that is to have a guy like that on your team until you get one.
Until you don't got it no more.
Or until he ain't there no more.
That was basically like the Dennis Rodman, bro. It's like, to me, it's almost like the Dennis Rodman factor where you got to think everybody in the NBA probably was a great scorer in high school or somewhere in college or something like that. Probably,
Right.
but then they get to the league, they got to figure out their niche in the game.
Yeah, it's a different role for them.
For the team that they went to.
Is it safe to say Draymond Green is the best player to come out of Saginaw?
Is it best to say that he should have won the MVP already? Because why did they understand his game, his role of basketball?
Well, I'm saying, is it safe to say he's the best player to come out of Saginaw, Michigan?
Hands down. What do you mean? It's almost not even a question because it's so rhetorical that it's crazy because he's the most successful, first of all.
Well, I ain't going off the success.
Well,
I said,
you got to almost because that's what makes him being
well,
the
he's
greatest.
definitely that, though. He's definitely the
Okay,
most
so
successful.
it hands down basically cuts everybody else off of the list about saying anything. Basically,
And then to go deeper, I said player. So it's a difference between a player and a shooter, a player and a scorer. You understand? It's different.
all around, but he did all around.
That's the point I'm making. That's why I said player.
When they call him triple single, that really wasn't a knock on him. That's basically this motherfucker can do everything every night.
And he did it for how many years? How many seasons?
Man, he in there for about what 14?
Right.
Yeah.
And ain't he? This is what's crazy. Ain't he a winner on every level? Because he won in high school, college, and the pros, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
Did he just go to the championship or did he win a ring?
He won. What you mean? And Michigan State won it.
Yes, they did.
So they won. He won in Saginaw High. He won at Michigan State. And he won at Golden State. Shoot.
Yeah. Michigan
He
Golden
won.
State.
He won.
So he won on every level. So now, and then guess what? In every one of those championships that he won, he was the Donald, like Donald was for our team. He was the Donald.
I just want to point out since we said Olympics, he got a gold medal too.
Yes, I know that too.
He got a gold medal too. I just want to point that out.
Yep. So, like I said, man, I give big ups to Draymond. Draymond is one of the best players. Well, he is the best player to come out of Saginaw. Shit.
Period. It ain't nothing else to say about it.
I give props to all.
But can I say something though? His style of play is Saginaw.
That's what I know. That's how we ball. That's exactly how we ball.
If you know, you know. As the young kids say. You do everything. Ain't just no one thing. You play everything. You play basketball.
Right. You're going to rebound, you're going to play D, you're going to score. And we didn't give a damn about scoring. We just want to make sure you don't score.
long as you don't score, we can score.
You can score anytime.
That's why, man, basketball is a different game, man. I want to start teaching some young kids, though, soon, man. Just start teaching like 5th through 8th grade.
Yeah, start off with just the fundamentals, like the little skills, challenges, rebounding,
dribbling skills.
Yeah, rebounding, defense. Everybody have shooting and shooting camps, right?
Yeah.
But nobody really have. It's not a lot of fundamental camps like defensive stands, defensive schemes, boxing out, right?
Well, basically, you know what though? What's crazy is like if a kid has been watching basketball and they hear their dad saying box out, a kid gonna be like, what the fuck is he mean? Box out. What does that mean?
Right.
So
Well, I hope he's, they have TVs in their homes, so they should know some of the fundamentals.
but what
No,
I'm
but you
saying
gotta
is
know.
terminology, knowing terminology and also demonstrating things that they hear and don't know what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? You might hear somebody say, get in the lane. They be like, what the fuck is the lane?
Right. Or hedge. You know what I'm
Yeah, like
saying?
what the fuck is y'all talking about?
So
Like
nah.
so
But what I'm saying is like focusing on details of, yeah, you can say box out. Oh, I seen him box out on TV. But yeah, you saw him box out on TV, but can you
but
do
this
it?
is the proper way to do it.
Right. You got to teach him the fundamentals of boxing out. First, you got to locate your man, make contact, and
Make
stand
contact,
firm.
spin, and turn, box out with your
You
back,
feel me?
with your butt.
You know? So it's an art to the shit. That's why I say
Agreed.
that's a fundamental that needs to be taught as far as defensive stance, defensive schemes, as far as like 2-3 zones, 1-3-1,
And
the 2-3 trap, the
what are
trap.
your assignments in each spot? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
So, but
Even identifying a 2-3 zone and what to do.
damn, I can't even.
Identify a 3-2 zone and know what to do. Identify a boxing one and know what to do instantly.
All right, I got one for you before we go, because you played collegiately. In today's basketball, which is more of the Euro stuff, European style ball, do you think you could have dominated in this era of basketball?
Let me just get this to you, man, and I hope
Hey,
any naysayers.
bro, I just
Hold
seen the
on.
biggest roach in the fucking world, man. I just took a picture of this motherfucker.
You're
Dog,
supposed
I'm
to
talking about.
put your picture on and show it.
Oh, I can't. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it.
But money, what you saying that though on some real talk shit? The NBA is basically based off of what all of my talents are. Being a 6'8" guard, 1, 2, 3, and can play the four, and can guard probably the biggest man on the squad. I'm the
Answer.
prototype. I was the prototype, bro. I supposed to have been the one to dominate and do everything, just like almost like how Jordan did, almost. I'm
Well,
trying to
no, it
say.
wasn't Euro. They weren't playing European ball. It was a different style of ball during Magic and them era. They switched to the Euro ball the last year after Shaq won the title. Is when
With Dirk
everything in the
Nowitzki.
league went Euro ball. And we adopted their style of play, and we start having an influx of their players getting drafted, and still is to this day.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? Because Tony Kukoc would have been the song and dance in today's basketball. Because he was their version of Michael Jordan over there. And when he came to the league, it wasn't, our style didn't match what he was used to playing in the Euro leagues, in the Euro tournaments, in the Euro championships. You see what I'm saying?
But
Some
Tony
guys
Kukoc was
adjusted.
a baller though, bro.
Huh?
Tony Kukoc was a baller.
I'm not saying that he was trash. I'm saying though, in today's style, which he comes from, which we now play in the NBA, because it's more exciting to watch. I hear the word Euro step all the time. He did the Euro step. There was no such thing as that when Michael and them played in the NBA. You couldn't do that. They'd almost be like traveling. Now you can Euro step, which was what they were allowed to do. We adapted and changed the NBA. So I do think you are correct that your style and the way you were conditioned to play, you could have dominated in today's basketball.
Is
Yeah,
it safe to say, Chet? It seemed like all of our how we played the game, though. How we played the game. Period is how the NBA played right now.
exactly.
Not just you know what I mean. Like you had the size, and but no, we just talking based off of your style and how you played the game. That's the NBA right now. That's how we used to play.
Exactly. That's
That's
what I'm trying
crazy.
to say. It's like perfect match. It's like how the fuck I get this error? Like
He said, how did I get this error?
what the fuck?
Wow.
Listen,
Hey, you see that big ass?
they're actually paying high school kids now millions of dollars, man. Do y'all understand, man, what the fuck is going on, man?
I just saw that on the news that they really are talking about giving NIL deals to the high school kids.
Man, listen, LeBron James. Listen, LeBron James had that 20 years ago, man.
Well, then now
In high school, he had $1 million in high school, man.
well, Merrill Lynch is trying to make that happen.
Well, no, it's already. What do you mean? He had it 20 years ago, money.
I'm just saying what I saw on the news.
Oh, you saying
an hour
that
ago.
they? So then you saying that they gonna let the mediocre players get money now? That's what you're saying?
I don't know who they're talking about. All I
Because-
caught was Merrill Lynch is in full support and is pushing to get this done.
Well, listen,
Where
I'm
the
gonna say
high
this.
school kids are
I'm
going to
say
get
this.
the Neil deal.
LeBron had that shit 20 years ago. That's all I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah,
So
yeah, bullshit.
he had that 20 years ago. So they've been doing that. They just now they're letting the ones that ain't that good get some money too. That's what they say.
Well, okay. All right.
That's all
I'm just
they're
saying
saying.
what's happening. I don't know.
So the mediocres. So the mediocres can get money now too. That's basically all they saying because
That's all
LeBron
you
James did that 20 years ago. That's what they're saying because it been done 20 years ago. LeBron got money 20 years ago. So, but he was the elite of the elite at that time.
Yeah. They said he
Right.
could have played in the league at 15, man. So
I'm
I
just
want
saying.
to say that roach is really huge because if it
Bro,
looks that big
listen.
on that picture that you put, I
Man,
can imagine what it looked like.
Hey, it was at
In-
least 2.5, 3 inches. At least. I wish I could have took the video because I was on here with y'all. I couldn't video it, but I took the picture. That I was like, hold on, bro.
bro, that's a
Jesus.
big ass roach though, because the circle is really big, I guess. And that motherfucker is in the middle of that bitch
Hey,
looking like
that's a
shit.
He
That's the
eating
oil.
good.
That's an
That
oil
motherfucker
spot,
took a selfie in that bitch.
He
Man.
eating good.
bro. They don't even them the kind of roaches. They don't even come in your house.
Yes, they do. That's a lie.
Man, hey, listen. They don't come in your house out here in the desert because ain't nothing
Okay,
in
I was
your
gonna say
house.
those are American cockroaches.
Listen, they don't come in your house because everything they need is outside.
Well, they
And
attract the
that
moisture.
motherfucker eat birds.
Right.
God damn.
Dog, they don't come in your house. If you got one of them in your house, you brought that motherfucker in your house, man.
Man, that
In
motherfucker got
Arizona?
a gun.
I can tell you some stories about them.
Hey,
But,
the German
you know,
cockroaches, the German cockroaches is the motherfuckers that be in your house.
and Americans, depending on what region you live in, will come in your house. But they don't do the same thing as the Germans, and they are not about the same thing. They come for water, or if it's too cold. You ain't got to worry about that in Arizona because it don't get cold.
Yeah, they don't. I ain't that. They don't never come in. Like I don't know. Like I done seen them. Like at your mom house out there in Maricopa, Chet. They'll be on the back patio. But they ain't
Yeah.
coming in the house. They don't. I ain't never seen them come in the house. So.
If they can find the water source, they'll come to it. But mostly they don't really want to come in your house.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're not. That's what I'm saying. Not that they won't, don't. I'm saying they. That's not their thing. Is what I'm saying.
Nah, they will come in if it's too hot or if it's too cold.
But the Germans, they gonna be in your house. They never be
No,
outside.
we not talking about Germans. The Germans is another animal.
It's like why did Parkside have so many motherfucking roaches out there, man?
Because it was infested.
Because the water. And then look, it's so much water around look. The river is
Right
that
by
part
it.
all around it. So it's like
And the building, once the infestation happens, man, you can.
I've seen a motherfucker have roaches in their car.
Yes, I've seen it. I saw it in Florida.
Listen,
I had never heard of it until I saw it in Florida.
listen. When I saw that, I said, "That's just burn the car down and the house and all that shit, all of it. Burn all that shit up."
When you get a colony of roaches in your car, that's a problem.
Colonial, them colonial roaches.
Hey, can I say something though? Shout out to the roaches, man, because guess what? It made some people get the fuck up out their situation. You know what I mean? The younger people didn't want that shit. Like, fuck that shit.
Hey, man, when I saw him in the car, I was done, nigga.
I ain't
didn't
never
even
seen
know
it in the
until I
car.
seen it. It was like they can live in a car.
No, but look,
Nah,
if y'all
they-
seen in somebody's car, man, that's the crazy shit. Like man, I don't know, man. Y'all seen that video with all them bugs in the dude's hair that was combing it?
Yeah,
Ugh, gross.
That's
Yeah,
some bullshit.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm good. That's just filth. And to be honest, if you got them type bugs in your house, and I'm talking about the Americans, because they don't like to be in your house, you are really filthy. You have provided the food for us because they do not come in your house like that.
Right. Well, too, people would say, you don't necessarily have to be nasty to have roaches in your house.
No, it's your environment, and that's just what it is. You can't beat that up. What the fuck? That's just like saying you gonna move in a mouse nest trying to get rid of them.
Right. Hey, you can have your house could be totally clean, but you can still have roaches, man.
The good thing, if your house is totally clean, they're gonna leave anyway because ain't no food source.
Well, no, because all you have to have, this is the thing. A lot of times roaches don't need the force. The main thing they need is water. You can have a water leak that you don't know about. And guess what? You're gonna have roaches. You're gonna have roaches. Guess what? You're gonna have roaches. That's the point. So it don't mean, because the people like to associate roaches with people being nasty. Nah, you can have a clean house, but you don't know that you got a water leak somewhere. How about that?
And you're right, they will leave if they don't have a source of water, even the Germans.
That's what I'm saying. So now, what if you can clean your house up and down, side to side, back and forth. But if you got a water leak that you don't know about, you can have roaches.
They come.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
They come.
They coming because they're gonna get they need the water. Every living organism needs water to survive. So
agreed.
So if you have you can, that's like I say, people try to associate. Now, don't get me wrong, some people be nasty, and I get that. And I know they have roaches, yeah. But what I'm saying is, just because you got roaches, that don't mean you're nasty, because you can have a water leak and be fucked up.
Agreed.
Fucked up situation.
So, gentlemen, have a great evening. I am getting out here.
We had a minute 40. I mean, an hour 43. We gonna sign off. Hey, tomorrow let's get it up because let's get it going on tomorrow. Pause on to get it up. But anyway, Let's let's get
Yes.
back on tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
having me on the show.
No doubt. This is Happy Face Podcast Season 2 Visuals. KT and the Joe Boy came on. Excellent show. Thank y'all. Shit, Phil. We're gonna have Phil on the next show. I forgot to hit him up.
Yeah, I hit him up, but he must be working.
He might be on the road, but hopefully he can come on the next show. He'll probably Dre Pruitt tomorrow, see what he talking about. Then my cousin, Chandler, he gonna be ready to rock out. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk some real shit tomorrow. Probably get him on here talking that shit. We was talking about Trump the other day, so we probably get into a little politics tomorrow, man. So be ready with y'all A game.
Yeah. Let me know. Hit me up, man. Happy Face
No doubt.
Podcast signing off.
Happy Face Podcast signing off. Thank y'all for coming. I'm gonna put up the Joe Boy Express. Excellence, excellence already. Thank you guys for joining another show. Copy one of these hats, you know what I'm talking about? These tycoons, you know what I mean? Them motherfuckers looking real classy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You be rocking out, you know what I'm saying? With that bucket hat. Woo, 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 woo. Every week I'm coming with something brand new. Every day something brand new. I got another one, you know what I'm saying, in the effects, you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, thank y'all for joining the show again. I know y'all was watching, some of y'all was watching. We seeing y'all popping in and out. But next time, we're gonna have a good show tomorrow lined up for you guys. Have a good night. If you're going to work, be safe. Heading home, be safe. Have a good night, y'all. Holla at y'all tomorrow. If you want to donate to the show, go to Cash App, $ Tycoon Brand. Excellence.